Michelle, it is wonderful to have you on Floor Talk. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. So now, Michelle, as CEO of one of the world's largest commercial real estate firms, I'd like to get your perspective on the industry as it stabilizes and interest rates have begun to come down. How are you feeling about your business?
We feel great about our business. We were looking forward to the interest rate cut for over a year now. And during that year, we've been working on our strategic planning. We've been working on our capital allocation model and creating the framework for Cushman Wakefield to go forward into the future. We've had 5 consecutive quarters of meeting or beating expectations. And if you had come in as an investor when the new management team came in July of 2023, we think you'd be pretty happy with what we've been doing. But if you take a step back to the broader commercial real estate market and you start to look at how enormous the impact of rate moves is going to be, you have to realize that we're not starting from zero. We're already seeing an uptick in transaction values, in particular leasing. We've already seen value appreciation in the REIT sector. And we're starting to see banks soften their lending standards. So additional Fed rate cuts add fuel to the fire. And when you look back at the last time that the Fed reduced rates, property values increased over the next decade by 140%.
Now, Michelle, you mentioned that you've been working on your broader strategy. So tell me, what is your broader strategy in real estate services? And what differentiates you from other companies? And what are your competitive advantages?
So we look at everything differently. We think about real estate as the built world or built environment and your place in it and your experience as an individual. So let me illustrate that for you. Imagine in the morning you wake up in an apartment building that we manage. We may collect your rent. We may oversee the landscaping. You walk out to your car, unplug it from a charging station that we installed. And you might not think about Cushman Wakefield that way. You take that car to your office, not realizing that we may have helped that manufacturer locate the plant or facility that car was built in. When you enter your office, that's when you typically start to think about Cushman Wakefield and the workplace solution and build out that we've given you over the course of your day. But later when you leave for a doctor's appointment, we may also be managing that medical facility. And when you get home and you receive your fresh food delivery at your door, that might be from a logistics or e-commerce or food company that we work with. Later that night, you might go to a football game in a stadium that we clean. So we don't think about the term commercial real estate the same way. We think about your experience, our ability to impact the built environment around you.
Michelle, Cushman Wakefield launched a new brand position in June centered on better never settles. Why the new philosophy, and what does it mean for the company and its shareholders?
When I stepped into the role, I had an open opportunity to aggressively and intentionally reset our brand position. We needed clarity around who we are and what we're about. We needed purpose and a value that made sense to us and was authentic and that our clients could relate to. And so as we reset our strategy, we knew that we wanted to strengthen our core. We knew that we wanted to operate with rigor. We knew that we wanted to seed for future growth, but we needed to do it off a foundation that was strong, a foundation of knowing who we are, a foundation of knowing how we're going to approach the client, a foundation of knowing how we come to work every day. Because the world is fast and furious, and we're agile and responsive. So better never settles helps our employees set up the philosophy in a way to communicate with our clients for us all to understand that we step in the door never settling as problem solvers for our clients all day long.
Well, Michelle, it has been wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thank you.